Guys, what is going on? If you're wanting to find out what a godly man actually looks like and have a discussion about authentic biblical masculinity, you have come to the right freaking place. Let's jump in. Most men think a godly man's about being religious, it's knowing a few Bible verses, saying the right things in church, but a godly man isn't defined by how loud he prays in a room full of people on Sunday. It's not defined on how high he raises his hands during the worship music. No, he's defined by who he is in an empty room. So today I'm going to break down what a godly man actually looks like biblically, practically, and at the level of arete excellence that we talk about inside our building and becoming community. I promise you, a lot of you dudes are missing it. So here's where men get it wrong. Let's just call this out up front. Culture has completely twisted what a man is supposed to be. Okay. Some people say a man should be soft and agreeable because that's who Jesus was. And the biblical Jesus was passive and meek. And no, that is trash. He was not. Jesus was strong. He was physically formidable. He challenged people. He operated at times when he needed to in righteous anger, and he was a badass. And so should we become. Some say that biblical man should be emotionless, should dominate everybody. He should be passive and never confrontational, but none of that is biblical masculinity. A godly man is not a doormat. He's not a dictator either. Okay. He's certainly not perfect. I'm not. Hang around. You'll see. And a godly man is, though, responsible and takes extreme ownership for everything in his sphere of influence. So responsibility is the backbone of godly masculinity. If that word bugs you, fellas, then you ain't going to like me and you're really going to want to turn away from this video because it's probably the fact that you've been avoiding it is why you're stuck and you don't want to change anyway. But if you do, continue on. Let's talk about obedience. A godly man listens to God before he listens to the whims of culture, critics, those people that want to badmouth him, his emotions. He doesn't listen to those things. His decisions aren't based on his feelings, they're based on his convictions. When God tells us to move, what do? Right? We move. When God says to stop, we stop. Obedience isn't weakness. Obedience is strength under authority, and it's under the authority of the umbrella of Christ. That's where true freedom is. Without that discipline and that obedience, we don't know true biblical freedom. Every strong man has a moment where God told him to let go of something. You guys ever experienced this? I have. God might tell you to let go of an addiction, a habit, a limiting mindset. Might have told you to let go of a friendship or romantic relationship. Might have told you to leave a career. Obedience changes everything. If you want to be a godly man, you better be ready to obey, even when, and I'll even say especially when, it's uncomfortable for you. I want to talk about physical discipline. I'm going to add something a lot of churches and discipleship programs simply refuse to talk about because they're going to piss off the fat people. Okay. I don't care about pissing off the fat people. I'm here to tell you truth. Okay. If you're a fat dude, it's okay. I used to be a fat dude. I ain't anymore. You can change because I changed. Your physicality is part of your discipleship. Okay. Your body is a vessel that God handed you to carry out the calling that he gave you. That's a big deal. If the vessel's weak, neglected, exhausted, and undisciplined, so will be your impact. Physical discipline exposes your excuses. Physical discipline destroys passivity. It builds mental and spiritual resilience, and physical discipline gives you energy, confidence, strength, and clarity. And let me bump you. If you can't stop drinking booze, if you can't discipline yourself to get up early enough to get to the gym and lift weights, if you can't eat healthy and stop eating pizza and fast food crap, if you can't put a freaking fork down, how in the world are you going to tell me that you're able to lead your family? Quit lying to yourself. Quit. Stop. Make some changes. Focus on your physicality. Drink some water. Eat some protein. Reach out to me. I'll give you a few guidelines, okay? It's not that freaking difficult to figure it out, fellas. If you can't command your body, you're going to really struggle to command your emotions. And a man who has no control over his emotions cannot lead biblically. You just can't do it. Physical discipline is spiritual discipline. So here's your physicality. Here's your faith. That bridge that connects them, you know what it's called? Discipline. And there's one discipline. There's not my church discipline and my body discipline and my marriage discipline. There's one discipline. Master it. The man who can conquer his flesh then can go on to conquer his calling. Let's talk about leadership. Leadership, first off, let me tell you what it's not: controlling people. Leadership is being responsible for people. A godly man leads his home spiritually. He prays over his family. He protects the peace in his home. He guards the door so the enemy can't walk right in, the spiritual enemies and physical enemies. He creates structure, direction, and stability for his home. Here's the three-pronged calling of an authentic man of God: you direct, you protect, you provide for your family. Your family should never have to guess what dad they're getting that day. Your presence should stabilize every room. Your calm confidence should bring stability into any chaos that you walk into, and your family needs to know that. I had seasons, man, where I freaking jacked this up. Okay. I totally misunderstood what leadership was. I thought it was about being loud, lording it over people. You do it because I said so, and I'm the leader or I'm the boss. Man, that is crap. That's such bravado. I thought it was about looking strong instead of being strong. I thought I had confidence, but I didn't. I had, as I mentioned, false bravado. What's confidence really mean? Let's break it down into the Latin. You ready for the language lesson? So con and fidence. See, confidence, con with fidence, truth. So the biblical man of God operating in true, authentic masculinity understands he's confident because he's with the truth of Jesus Christ. Leadership always requires sacrifice. It demands consistency. Leadership requires you to show up when you don't feel like it. And let me talk just for a second about feelings. Your feelings don't freaking matter, man. Do you have them? Yeah. Should they change your decision making? No. I don't feel like getting up today. So I don't want to go to the gym. I don't feel like it. Don't care. Get up and do what you need to do. The mission is what matters, not your freaking feelings. And when you give credence to your feelings, you're going to negotiate with the mission and you're done. You will never be a biblical leader. Leadership requires you to be physically capable. Hello, we just talked about it. Fat dudes, you aren't physically capable. You aren't a biblical leader. No one is going to follow you. Go find me, go to the Fortune 100 companies in the country and go find me the number of 300-pound freaking CEOs. You know how many there are? 0. You know why? Because people that are fit, strong, and capable are people of respect, and people who respect themselves, who command and demand it from other people, and who other people will follow. Your job as a man of God and a follower of Christ is to imitate Jesus so other people will imitate you. Okay? Paul says, follow me because I'm following Christ. Help me to lead a life worthy of imitation. Nobody wants to imitate a sick, out of shape, 400-pound dude. Okay? Get your crap together. Let's freaking go, dudes. Let's talk about love and protection. You know, a godly man has to love his wife and his family like Christ, sacrificially. Christ loved sacrificially, and that's what we should do. Servant leadership is real leadership. Real biblical masculine leadership and love says, I'm going to put myself on the line for my family. I'm going to stand in the gap. I'm going to close the gap. Okay? He protects his family physically, emotionally, spiritually, and even financially. Your wife and kids shouldn't know when you're struggling financially. Well, you shouldn't keep things from your wife. Your wife doesn't need the burden of providing for your family. Your wife has her own feminine roles in your family. As the man, figure it the F out, fellas. Okay? Go get the third job if you need to, but you're going to provide for your family. A godly man also is gentle enough to comfort his family, but strong enough to protect them. Now, you ready to get bumped again? If it hasn't happened enough, stay tuned. A masculine man, operating an authentic manhood, must be capable of extreme violence if he wants to avoid it. Okay? You need to get trained up, learn how to shoot, learn how to fight. All right? If you're the strong guy walking into a room, you're not prey. Predators are out there. Don't look like prey to them. Walk in with your shoulders out, look people in the eye, and have a genuine confidence that says, hey, don't freaking try me on. Give them pause before they're going to attack you and yours. Okay. That's part of the game. Again, get physically fit, lift weights, get trained. Let's go. Men, hear me. Pay attention. Your family's waiting for you to step into the man that God created you to be. You're not going to be the perfect dude. There is no perfect dude. Jesus was. He's not down here with us anymore. You're not going to, you don't need to give him this religious performance version of you, just the willing, authentic version of you. So here's a challenge. And if you actually do it, your life is going to change. I promise you. Grab a pen, do these freaking things. Pray every day with and for your family. Read at least one proverb a day. There's 31 proverbs in the book of Proverbs. Do the math. There's one for every day of the month. Read one a day to get yourself acclimated to the Bible, then go from there. Speak and pray life in and through your home every day. Keep one promise to yourself a day. I won't drink alcohol today. I'm going to drink a gallon of water today. I'm going to lift weights. I'm going to get up at 4:30. And whatever it might be, make a promise to yourself and keep it. That's how you build discipline. And yes, move your body every day. Do something to improve your physicality through movement. I don't care if you're going for a walk, a run, a bike, lifting weights for an hour, whatever it's going to be. Do something to move your body. This is how men rise up. This is how families change. And this is how you build legacies, guys. Fellas, I appreciate you spending time with me today. If this has hit you, don't ignore it. Don't operate in delay. All right. Men just like you are stepping into a different level, an elevated level spiritually and physically. And it's because they figured out they don't need to do it on their own. Neither do you. Down in the description to this video, there is a link for a free trial into our elite discipleship community. You ever heard of elite discipleship? Yeah, it's groundbreaking. I'm pioneering this movement. I want you part of it. It's on a platform called School. Click on that link. Spend some time with us. Stop being passive. And most importantly, fellas, stop negotiating with your calling. See you on the inside.